So, yeah. Mr. 837.
Yes, sir.
Can you elaborate on the idea that words matter and the words that matter most are the ones you say to yourself?
All right. I'm gonna speak about the man in the mirror, right? There's this. Let me take it all the way to how actors are, right? When an actor is told to play a role, right? I'll put an example. I don't know if you guys have seen the Joker, right? That's a very intense character, you know, and having what we call character building is not as simple as ABCD. You have to tell yourself a lot of things, you know, like you need to be so immersed into the character. I don't know if you have watched the behind the scenes of certain movies, right? And sometimes they'll tell you like how hard it is to be out of character, because it's like you have told yourself all these things that this is who I am, right? There's a movie I watched, the movie, the biography about Prince, right? And the person who played that character, I've forgotten the name, but in one of the interviews he mentioned that it took a long time for him to be out of character because he played the role so well. And you know, because these are the lies they tell themselves, right? I am, for example, if I'm playing Prince, right, I'll try by all means to consume all the Prince songs, all his interviews. So I'll try by all means to consume each and everything about the person I'm trying to embody, right? So I'll be telling myself all these words. So I'll be telling my mind to believe all these things, right? And trust me, it takes a toll on you, okay? It takes a toll on you because you're trying to play somebody else you're not supposed to play, right? Because that's not you, that's somebody else. So it takes a lot on these actors, all right? So I need to draw you back to this because the words you tell yourself are very important. So just like the actors themselves, if let's say these are the words that carry a positive allure to it, right? It's like though, you know, you be in a place whereby your mind is elevated, your mind is shifted into a different atmosphere, so much that you're not shaken by the words that other people tell you, all right? Because you have told yourself all these things that you are worthy of. So being in a place whereby you know that you owe it to yourself, and the words that you tell yourself should really carry an impact of growth, an impact of positivity, an impact that is meant for your good health, you know, because by the end of the day, you only have you to save. So being in a space whereby you try to be the actor of your own story, yeah, not somebody else's story, but your own story. I wanted just to take you behind the scenes of how the actors, like they play well with these the roles that they give them. So imagine if you're playing your own movie, right? You're playing your own superhero in the movie, and you keep on telling yourself you can do it. You keep on telling yourself, you know, despite the odds, I'll still make it. Despite whatever that I'm going through, I'll still make it. Is something very, very important. So I have some few pointers for you. So self-talk defines your reality. So being in a space whereby you are telling yourself the things that you want to see in the next 10 years, 5 years, 2 years, by the end of the day, it slowly starts creating reality for you. You know, if you always tell yourself all these negative things, I'm a failure, I can never make it in life, you know. I think if it's not paid up, but this is where we reached our goal. This is where we are supposed to be, you know. Slowly, that starts to germinate and create your reality, you know. If our family has never moved out in Z, us, it's just here, you know. Slowly, it's creating a reality. So be mindful of the words that you say. That's why they say, even the words you tell your children now, right? The kids that you're going to have in the future or now, it's very important because the kids keep, right? They look simple. I know, probably they don't know what they don't know anything. But you don't know that the children are keeping whatever that they're saying. So it's very important because you have that inner child in you. So be careful of the things that you tell your inner self, your inner child. The other point is your beliefs start with your words. Let me take you back to the Bible, right? In Genesis, God created the world with words. Let there be light. Let there be water, right? It's words. So already from the Genesis, it tells us that words carry power. That's why they say your tongue is a weapon. So make sure that the things that you utter from your mouth should be words of growth, words of positivity, because words can kill, can kill your inner spirit, your inner child, your thing where you wanted to do something, they kill, so be mindful. The other part is inner dialogue drives action. So very important to have a part whereby, because you talk to yourself more than you can talk to any other person, right? You allude a lot of things to yourself, you talk to yourself more often. So being in a space where the dialogue that you're having with yourself is very important. Like the things that you're carrying, the things that you're saying to yourself in that moment are very important, right? Because by the end of the day, they will create an impact, and the impact that they'll create will depend on the words that you're trying to tell them. The last point that I have for you is you hear your voice first. So, yes, they told you that you're whack. Yeah? They told you that you never make it in life. They told you that this will not work. They told you that that job is not yours, right? These are called second voices. The first voice is yours, right? No matter how much people are going to tell you that you can't do things, right? It's like, all right, do I believe that, right? So your first voice has already put yourself in a place whereby, can I? Really? Is that? So already if you've affirmed yourself that this is what I want to do and I'm going to do it regardless, whatever people are going to utter, whatever people are going to say, trust me, it's like those thoughts don't count anymore because you've blocked the noise from the outside, and you're trying to ingest the voices that are like the voice that is within you, because your voice matters. Yeah.